Over the last 20 years, Somalia has built a sorry reputation as the world's most failed state. A base for pirates and radical Islamists now allied with al-Qaeda. It is one of the key security nightmares for the world. That's why today Britain hosted a major international conference on the country's future with almost all of Somalia's various leaders here in London. Almost, but not all. The Islamists of al-Shabaab control most of the country, but they are not part of these talks. For tonight's special report, Somali reporter Jamal Osman has been into the region for an exclusive meeting with the Islamists of al-Shabaab. Watch.
Even though the Islamist al-Shabaab control most of Somalia, it was always going to be hard for the West to accept them as part of the country's future. Now it seems impossible. This crowd is celebrating al-Shabaab's new alliance with al-Qaeda.
We welcome the pledge between our Mujahideen and the international Mujahideen, al-Qaeda.
I am here to talk to al-Shabaab to find out what they think about the British government's big Somalia conference. And does this merger with al-Qaeda means Somalia is now the main threat to the West, one with strong links to Britain. Sheikh Abdul Qadir Mumin was based in the UK until recently and was accused of recruiting British youths for al-Shabaab.
Our unity means we can fight our enemies, the infidels, wherever they are.
William Hague and David Cameron have made Somalia one of their top priorities. Today's conference is to discuss Somalia's future. To al-Shabaab, this is deeply offensive.
We would never participate in this conference. However, I would like to tell Europe and America that your peace depends on us being left alone. If you do not let us live in peace, you will not enjoy peace either.
Al-Shabaab are under attack from all sides, from Kenyan, Ethiopian and African Union troops. And drone and missile attacks by the West are killing Islamist leaders. I asked him if the West was right to be afraid that al-Qaeda will now use Somalia as a base.
Those who commit injustice have a lot to be afraid of. The non-Muslim West has done many injustices to the Muslim people. Their worries and concerns reflect the guilt of their actions. All that we are asking is peace and security within our countries.
I went to town to see what Somalis thought about their new friends, the international terror group al-Qaeda.
It's good, very good. The infidels unite against us, so the Muslims should unite. I support it.
We are very happy. We welcome it 100% as Muslims.
It's a huge victory for Muslims and a huge victory for Somalis. If Somalis don't support it, they'll regret it.
Al-Shabaab is seen in the West as a violent, fanatical regime. They impose strict Sharia law with punishments and executions. But for most people here, they are respected for bringing security after 20 years of civil war and for resisting the corruption that is common in Somalia. They get their message out with daily lectures like this. A sophisticated internet operation. And Twitter feed with more than 10,000 followers. To get their message across, they use the latest technology, but also the Somali traditional method. Somalia is known as the land of poets. Rise up, he says. The infidels have united. Somalia is a clan-based society. The real power lies with clan elders like Nur Haji. Al-Shabaab work hard to keep them on side. Britain and the West would have to work even harder to to change their minds.
The British colonised us in the late 19th century, and now they want to establish a new form of colonisation. We have been fighting each other for the last 20 years, and they have done nothing to help us. And now when we succeeded in implementing Sharia law into our country, they want to recolonise us.
The British leaders say they wanted to help Somalis, but do Somalis even know who they are? I have got photos of David Cameron and William Hague, and I want to see how many people recognize them.
I don't know. Is it Tony Blair?
The Turkish Prime Minister?
George Bush?
Mullah Omar, the Taliban leader.
Arafat.
Yasser Arafat.
In fact, no one I met knew who they were. This is a sign of just how far apart these worlds are. And it's hard to see how they will come closer together if they won't even talk to each other.
David Cameron is Mullah Omar, that's a new